Well, what a day we have coming up ahead of us here. Welcome, welcome all to the sportiest stream. Nice to see you all here. I'm Sporty FC, and well, you made it in time to see both matches today. They're on the earlier side for matches, as here we go. Take a look at our schedule. We've got two matches. We'll start off with a Rocket League Splash Series match that has been a long match in waiting. New Age Nova versus Affinity Prospects. We'll be talking about that series soon, and then after that, we'll have the Owl v Owl match. Totally unintentional from the Collegiate Conference champion. Nope, the Collegiate Conference Series. I cannot pronounce that name. Here, Season 1, Week 1 here. A high-level league with Florida Atlantic Owls taking on Temple Owls. Again, university organizations taking on each other here in another best of 5. But for now, our first match, New Age Nova Affinity Prospects for the Rocket League Splash Series. Rocket League Splash Series sponsored by Invisbar, GamersOn.tv, and Hetty Scarf Gang. Welcome in, everybody. Yes, we've got a pretty big match, and you guys know just how big it is. If you take a look at that bracket, it is a massive match. A lot of interesting playoff implications for these teams. Nothing about making the playoffs. They both have made it to the playoffs. They get that number 1 seed. That's what's on their mind. And that itself has not been secured for either of these teams. The Prospects, sure, they're undefeated, 6-0, going into their last week of the regular season for both these teams. But New Age Nova are 5-1 and are right behind them with only a game differential that's two games worse than Affinity Prospects, even though they lost the series. Already showing that, well, gonna be a close one. Winner of the series will be number 1 seed. The loser has a chance to fall a little bit further. Again, all these teams can make playoffs, but that number 1 seed gets you the best seeding in the playoffs, gets you the best position in the playoffs. Not too surprising here. Let's get that prediction poll up. There we go. Yeah, New Age, no, part of the New Age or esports nope, not New Age esports, New Age gaming organization. And of course, Affinity Prospects, part of Affinity Reborn. We saw Affinity Academy earlier this season. We have not actually seen the Affinity Reborn team yet, though. It's been tough to find them. They've been pretty busy, and usually the matches somehow, for whatever reason, the matches always seem to collide at times that I'm not available. So, we'll see, maybe we'll get to see them soon, but for now, these are our matches we'll have here again. New Age Nova, Affinity Prospects. They'll be in this lobby very soon, and again, this will be a 3v3 best of 5. Winner will take seed 1. Loser has a chance of falling before. And just to let you know kind of about the scary situation, below them is a Mega Nebula, number 3 out of 5-1 record, and Big Ball Beast out of 3 record. Those two teams will play each other as well later this week, and if Omega Nebula wins, the loser of this match very likely will have to take that 3rd seed. Again, that 1st seed, you get the best seeding, you get the best placement. Winner of this will be getting that 1st seed. Loser, again, very likely chance to go to 3rd seed, especially if they're New Age Nova. If they lose, that game differential is only a +12 at the best. It will be +10 at the worst. Omega Nebula's game differential is currently +10, so for them it's going to be a bit tough. For Affinity Prospects, their game differential +15. Their worst could be +12, best +14. For Affinity Prospects and New Age Nova, they go to game 5, and New Age Nova wins. Affinity Prospects will be guaranteed that 2nd seed, although again, not what they're thinking about. They're thinking about that 1st seed. You know, that's there on that line for these guys. It will be very interesting to see how these teams will play, as, again, I can also tell you the roster here for Affinity. I remember them telling me it was Waffles, Leafex, and Duber. New Age, it sounds like it might be, again, it sounds like their roster might be Hands, Lade, I actually don't know who the 3rd is. It could be either Flip Sliders and Meatman or Dimes. And yes, if you guys recognize those names, that's because those guys were on Knights of Chaos before. You would have recognized them. I think they've all had their time on different Knights of Chaos teams, so not too surprising. Again, they'll be getting this started very soon here. Again, thank you all so much for joining. Again, reminder, later tonight we'll have a Collegiate match. Ironic that I'm streaming a Collegiate match and I'm not even in college, but they asked me to take it there, and it'll be a good match. You guys will like it. Again, we are waiting on Nova. Again, we're just about ready to get to our match start time. A lot of questions on how well the will play. Hopefully all of you are ready for this. If there's anything I know about these teams, at least I know for Nova, they're very aggressive. This will be a very aggressive side. They don't have... Again, they used to have Mam as their captain, obviously. Not their captain anymore, but... Again, even with that, they're still going to be aggressive as... Hello, Soj, with the follow. How you doing, Soj? Super Soj. Shout out, how you doing? I know obviously you're here to support... I was going to say shout out, but you're here to support your Affinity Academy side here. Good job on the raid, as we're still waiting on New Age. I might actually... Again, they're still actually before our match start time, so no rush for them. Again, not much else to say except they've played literally everybody else in the group, and the only one, and Nova's only lost once. Who actually was it to? Who did Nova lose to? Actually, don't even know who they lost to. Let's see. They lost to Omega Nebula in a game 5. That makes sense. They've actually only gone to game 5 once, and it was against a team for Affinity Prospects. They went to game 5 against Omega Nebula as well. They won that series. That's the one difference maker. That one game is what's separating the current seedings for these teams. It's just that one game win against Omega at game 5. Again, this will be a big one as I actually, I can tell you though, yeah, not New Age Nova, that Affinity Prospects are going to be playing with Waffles, Duber, and Believe X. Those are the players in the VC. I can see VCs that this league does mandate the use of voice calls in the servers, so I can tell you that those are 3 players waiting in there. There's no 4-player, meaning I don't think they have a sub available, which is going to make things a little more interesting as well, I think. In this one, you don't have any subs, you gotta really rely on each other then. Here in the Rocket League Splash Series, sponsored by Invispar, Gamers On, and Hetty Scarf Gang. So we have now officially hit our match start time, and well, it looks like the roster will be laid. Hands, and probably, actually, I don't know who the 3rd player is, but we'll find out soon enough. I know Lades and Hands are available. How's it going? Nice to see you, Nuke. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, man, I'm doing well. It's going to be a good day for Rocket League here. So far, again, only Lade and Hands have actually joined on here. Nova, I don't know who the 3rd will be. Or they're just waiting for them. Again, they have up to 10 minutes to do that before we start even the dock game from them. And they can play 2v3, by the way. So, again, I just want to preface that. I know they've been having issues behind the scenes for Nova. They've been messaging me about it. They can play 2v3. This league does allow that. Not that they want to, but they can. Again, I'm hoping that that's not the case, that we'll be in here. Again, it's Hands, Lade, both these guys run that Knights of Chaos main roster at one point. Both also had their moment on those rosters. Lade specifically was a very strong player on that Knights of Chaos team with Mayhem and Meatman. Also, 2v3 is a forfeit. I believe you can play 2v3, I believe. Tommy, I know, has allowed it before. Now, I don't want them to play 2v3. I will make sure I try my hardest. Make sure we actually get a 3v3 match, but I believe that you can play 2v3. Most leagues allow you. Did they say 2v3? No 2v3 is allowed? Alright, Couriel. They allowed it last season, so I'm wrong. They cannot play 2v3. Well, that's going to make things interesting. They have to get their 3rd player. They can shove Shay in. That's an interesting one. Yeah, Shay, you want to get subbed in there? You are in the Surge Cup. Here for a Riptide Cup match. Yeah, we'll get you in here. I'm joking about it. We got Meatman joining in. There we go. There's all 3 players. So, yeah, now that's their starting roster. Not surprising. Yeah, Meatman is a long-time player on the stream. He's been on the stream a ton. We haven't seen these guys in a very long time, though. Again, the last time we saw them was Fnatic Chaos. Back when they played in LOS Champs, I think like last season, the season before Season 3. Season 2, I think. That was like week 1, week 2 we got to see them. It's been a while since we've seen this team, but they are here. They are ready. And we have the #1 seed on the line. I cannot spectate. There we go. Two teams, the number 1 seed currently secured by Affinity Reborn. New Age Nova have seed number 2, but that will change today. Winner will take seed 1, loser could fall to seed 3. New Age Nova on the blue, Affinity Prospects on the orange. Let's get this best of 5 series started. Again, I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. Expect aggression from Nova. Expect them to get in the face of Affinity Prospects early, and expect for them to use that offense widely. The one thing I do think they might have difficulties with is in those mechanics, as that's a good shot, saved by Bleefex. And New Age Nova will send it to the back wall. And the Prospects, really going to be a lot of reliance on their defense in this one. This is a roster again that is 6-0. There's really no place out there that they aren't used to at this point. And again, they had to beat Omega earlier in the season in a game 5 to get this undefeated record. Anything can really happen here as Bleefex gets around Lade, and now he's got some control. Really well made from Bleefex there, challenged by Meatman though. And already you can see a lot of control coming out from Affinity Prospects. It's the mark of a good team, you know, being able to keep the ball like that. Still, they are getting challenged here by Nova side that, again, is just playing aggressively. That was almost in from Lade. We'll go to the other corner, and Affinity Prospects, who have been sitting on their back end for most of this game, will finally push up. Bleefex saved by Lade. Waffles. Meatman will clear it again. New Age Nova, you're going to see a lot of them just trying to dump that ball, chase after it, and see if they get a win here against Prospects. Prospects, again, are going to look to control more, and it does mean that this high-pace offense from Nova can catch them out on that. A lot of these clears from Nova just go straight to Affinity. Affinity can use that to just get ball possession. It really is a kind of a tug and pull kind of game. We'll get it as Meatman. Saved by Waffles. Still no goal as we're almost 2 minutes into this first game of the series. New Age Nova how to deal with too much on their back line. And they just continue to utilize that offense, that pace that they have made. There's the Soul Sees his hands. Second touch, couldn't put it on. And Duber were clear. Prospects looking for the dunk is Duber. Meatman will slide under it and get the pass to Lade. Bleefex. Meatman. Waffles. Hands now. Looking upfield, but that's not on target, and still Nova are searching. Is that one in front? Ooh, almost an own goal from Prospect, but they'll keep it out. As now Hands with a redirect. Duber does get to it. He almost got caught off balance there. That was a very quick, very slow shot, sorry. It went right behind, and it almost went right behind him, but the ability to control your car in that position, angle it back just a little bit of boost, get yourself on right on track. Infinity Prospects, for all the defense they've had to play, they've kept it up for now, but I do worry about how long they're going to be able to play this way and continue to succeed. And this is a team that is 6-0, and right now offense is hard to come by. As here comes Meatman, saved by Duber again. More defense from Prospects. This team is just winning by defense. They can't get the shot. That's high from Bleefex. Waffles couldn't put it on as Lade will get the clear. Now Lade, one with Duber. One touch to the back wall. Duber's missed. It will be cleared again. New Age Nova. I mean, they've got so much offense. They just haven't found it. Another block for Prospects. I mean, at this point, you gotta count just how many times they've been denied, because Prospects, man, they have had a ton of saves this game. And a lot that have not even been counted as Waffles now. Saved by Hands. Still no goals here. Quite surprising for the Riptide Cup with, you know, built these teams so highly ranked. Usually high-ranked teams score more. Even if it is against other high-ranked teams. We're seeing quite the opposite as, really, there's just an absolute deadlock here. And no side wanting to get that lead. And no chance for Prospects. Duber doesn't have it. Hands will get past Waffles with that touch. And again, Nova infield. That will be blocked by Duber. And it's just being pinged around this net. As Affinity Prospects have not been able to shake off this New Age Nova offense. Who, really, again, I just told you, this is going to be an aggressive team. They're going to get in their face. And Affinity Prospects obviously weren't ready for that. They're trying to get space. You know, the place they're going for, where there's a lot more emphasis on dribble out of defense, that requires space. They're not going to get that space easily. So here comes another touch from Bleefex. Meatman. Take it on the corner. Now 50 with Waffles as a demo in the backfield will give Nova even more time. Meatman now has it. Challenged by Duber. Heading into the final seconds of this game. Many prospects looking for it in front. Bleefex missed it, so that was a chance. He's not gonna get that one again. Affinity prospects will hopefully let this one go to overtime. They're hoping it will. It stays in front of the nets. Waffles will have the beat there. Hands trying to keep it up. Maybe one more shot for Nova, but no one's on the end of that one. And it's Affinity prospects, New Age Nova going to overtime here for game one. This could be a long one. Maybe I said it a little too soon, because Lade immediately scores off the kickoff spot. Demos galore. Hands got physical there with Bleefex. Opened the boom up, and Lade found the one and only goal of this game in that overtime. New Age Nova will start the series off in their favor. I mean, we take a look at the shots. It's actually only 11 from Nova. I thought they had more, but to be fair, a lot of them were off target. They put a lot more of their shots on target. They're scoring more. But again, it's 11 shots to 2. 6 saves required out of Affinity prospects. The one issue that New Age Nova had, really, was just not being able to put all their shots on target when they needed to. So many times you saw an opening and they just missed it. They just didn't hit it. Looking at this next game, their priority is going to be about hitting their shots on target. And well, that is, again, game 1, a 1-0. Rarely do you ever see that, especially in the Riptide Cup. And here we go, back in again. Nova trying to see if they can score a little earlier this time. But Affinity prospects just looking to score. They have had so few chances and so few shots out of them. As now, more offense from Nova. They're trying to do the same thing they did in game 1 now. A lot of demos coming out from hands. Not surprising when many prospects have saved literally everything in that last game until that final shot. Even when they had that final shot, they were in the position to save it. They just got removed because of demos. And not surprised to see Nova going for that kind of playstyle when they know that them just shooting is not going to be good enough to beat up Affinity prospects. They're going to need to do a little bit more as Lade. That's a good 50. It's not on target, though. We'll go wide. Waffles just gets one touch. We'll direct it out as Meatman going for a demo there. And again, more and more Nova gonna push up even higher just to get those chances. It's pushing them a little out of the defense. This might be what prospects want. They want Nova to sit up a lot more aggressively, give up a lot of openings in that backfield. For them to attack us. Hands has missed it! Oh, Waffles will score that one! Affinity prospects with our first of the series. And Hands, he really didn't make that easy for himself with that backflip. A huge takedown in the midfield from Affinity prospects. One big challenge, and that aggression of New Age Nova will backfire just as I predicted. Last player pushing up too high. And now Nova, who couldn't score in regulation in game 1. They had difficulties doing so. They had to go to overtime to get that win. Now, having to score, and we'll have to score in game 2, but they have 3.5 minutes to do so, and again, as long as their shots are put more on target this game, they'll find their chances. Meatman, saved by Waffles, in front for Lade! And that forces it in! New Age Nova with the response! And this initial shot from Meatman was so powerful, Lade will find enough on it! And they find a goal there that will tie this game. Lade to the back wall. Lade, he can hit these. Get beat by Duber. As Hands. Another one just cleared by Bleefex. Meatman now. Looking on target is Meatman. Duber's got the block as well. Nova. And the same thing over and over again. Just putting multiple shots on, trying to find their chance. Seeing if the Affinity Prospects defense will at all crumble, but we know that this team can really just hold on for, it seems, forever. For Affinity, you really gotta force them to commit to something they don't like, to get a goal. As Bleefex, the side wall, getting bumped as Waffles miss there from Hands. Meatman's gonna just clear it out just to prevent Duber from shooting. In fact, he's got the ball back. He will put one on. Bleefex has the block, but a double commit. It's open for Meatman. Got no power on that touch, so that was open for Meatman. And again, they're forcing Affinity prospects to make some of these touches. And they're becoming more difficult for Affinity to deal with. Still over and over, it's not coming fast enough for them. As Hands off the sidewall, Duber gets that flick. In comes Meatman, looking for the shot, saved by Waffles. Hands cannot put it on, and New Age Nova, I mean, they're still challenging. Admirable consistency and aggression. But it's just the same thing over and over again. They're shooting from distance. That's a playstyle that works against most teams in Riptide Cup when they make mistakes. Any prospect, though, are not a team that's making these mistakes. You gotta force them to do it. Yeah, I haven't been made too uncomfortable here from Nova. Well, surely, having difficulties breaking out of defense. Nova haven't really been threatening enough to really constitute Affinity prospects. Having to play all that aggressively as a side. We've seen them get goals based on their challenges in that midfield. As Lade will get past Bleefex off the sidewall. Is Lade. He's gonna have no boost there. Just trying to get that touch. Duber bumped. Meatman off the corner. Bleefex will send it away. And Affinity prospects again and again. We'll just find that challenge. Waiting on that back line. They also get Beato's Hands! Oh, that was nasty! Oh, Hands, baby! New Age Nova take the lead for the first time in Game 2. And it comes off that touch from Hands. Whether that was intentional or not, we'll never really know, but what I can say was, that was pretty, and that will give New Age Nova the lead. Final minutes. Affinity prospects need a goal. A goal that has been eluding them all game long. A goal that has been so tough to come by. They've only had one this game. And when I aim from those midfield challenges, I need to see them get those challenges and actually start winning them. They just can't get the beat as New Age continue to their onslaught through that midfield itself. As Bleefex trying to get the pinch. And we'll get it off the back wall. He's got a bump as well in the midfield. Duber doesn't have it! Oh, but he still gets there in time. Here comes Meatman to settle it. And if there's one thing that Meatman's known for on that Dominus, it is putting power behind his touches. Even on Nights of Chaos, back when that roster was Mayhem, Flipsiders, and Meatman, he was known for his shooting. New Age Nova just continuing their onslaught. And yeah, this is not too dissimilar from that old Nights of Chaos roster. Sure, maybe a little less demos, but even when they have less demos, they still put in demos. That aggression is still definitely there. You know, coming into a league, just having an aggressive playstyle like this, one that's so, you know, just about getting onto offense. You can really tell just how successful it can be on its own. But here with top players who can execute that playstyle well and who've been doing it as teammates for a very long time, you're starting to see the benefits of it. Now they're up 2-0. All they need is one more game, and Affinity prospects will have been swept out of this series. The undefeated side will have to go to Game 5 to take it. Something that they've only done once before against Omega Nebula. But I don't think they've done it in this kind of situation. And here we go. The FH Stadium. New Age Nova are going to try to continue doing what they did. They've only given up one goal so far this series. And again, to a team that is 6-0 that has not lost, that is incredible to me. I mean, again, I always talk about defense, but honestly, this series has been offense for Nova. Their offense has prevented them from going to defense. And preventing yourself from going to defense is a pretty good thing. You don't even have to worry about shots as... Oh, Hands is disconnected off that kickoff. I might have to, Oh no, he's back. Hands is back, and... Well, he has to make that save. He won't get it. Still in front. Oh, Meatman's kept it out. Oh, my goodness. That couldn't have been more tense than what it was there. That was insane. And somehow Nova have kept it out of their net. For defense. Here comes Duber. That goes in. And Affinity have made that first strike. Again, Hands has been lagging when he started this game, but we did not get a call here from Nova to make a reset, so we're going to continue in the Game 3 anyways. Affinity prospects with the For the first time, the series will score first in a game. His hands trying to make that an immediate response. Waffles with the save. Hands is, again, trying to see if that disconnect of his will become a non-factor for this team as they are on offense again. Duber off the side wall. Hands getting dunked by Duber, and already you're seeing a little more aggression from Affinity prospects. They needed just that one goal, and Nova is being forced to a situation they don't like to be in. Well, yes, they can make that comeback, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to get that next goal this game. It's something that has been, you know, not what they wanted. They wanted to get the lead early and hold to it, but they'll have to fight back anyways. And honestly, when Meatman has the ball, I don't think you really have to worry too much. As Meatman, I just love how he gets that first touch and he keeps it so close. He doesn't go for the shot initially. So many players want to do that. He knows that if he takes his time, he gets that first touch, he'll force many prospects have to reveal where they're going. And hey, that is, again, the mark of the offensive play that Meatman has made a name for himself with. As hands with the back pass, Meatman will clear it away. And, you know, apart from being just a good offensive player, he's a good defensive player, too. One thing he does sometimes struggle with, though, is that midfield. That's where, again, Lade and Hands can really come to play. They are much more midfield-based, and they have a much stronger midfield presence than Meatman does. And, again, you can just tell these guys have all played with each other for so long. That chemistry is there. They just follow each other up, but still searching his hands with the dunk. Meatman across the field, just looking to get that ball away. Bleefex, it's a really good first touch. Bleefex, dribble, looking for it. Couldn't get the dunk on Lade. And Affinity Prospects. Again, this is, I think, the game that they've had the most offense for so far. They're only 2 minutes in, and already more than they've had, I think, this whole series. That's a good shot! Oh, what a save from Lade as he pitches off his own post. And Waffles has missed. Lade gonna get it out. Hands will help him with it. New Age Nova, again, just taking the ball along, hoping that they can get possession from it. And they do here. That one in front, Bleefex. He doesn't have it! It's Meatman who will score again, his second goal of the game. And it's New Age Nova. We're just waiting for the opportunities to present themselves. A tough bounce. No one from Affinity Prospects could have read it well enough. And Meatman is waiting in front of goal for that cleanup play. And they have made that comeback happen. After being 1 goal down, and now 1 goal up. Gonna make it 2 off here. Hands misses the net. Now a follow-up, doesn't get it, but he sets up Lade. Hands redirect in front. Waffles will have that one. And in comes Meatman. Again, sitting back, making sure that nothing goes wrong. His team's in the lead. They don't have to score again. Obviously, with 2 minutes left, it's in their best interest to do so, but they don't have to. Take it here as Bleefex dribble and get through Lade with that one. Now he's won't even have to worry about that challenge from Waffles as Waffles was removed. Here comes Hands down the field. Off the corner, Hands is still faster to it, even though he didn't get a great recovery there. Meatman off the back wall. Bleefex missed. Lade's got the dunk. New Age Nova continuing to do that offensive squeeze that they've been doing all series long. Meatman, the 50, tried to delay it there. It will set up that touch from Lade, who'll give up his own life to get there. Now Waffles, 2 touches, double commits. Hands, that's gonna bounce down in front. Hands with the shot. Hands with the goal. And as soon as you saw he was hitting it, you knew exactly what he was doing. The follow-up touch. Hands reads it perfectly. New Age Nova. Return to the stream for a lot of these players. A return that they will be extremely happy with. A 3-0 sweep looking more and more possible, but there's still time remaining for Affinity. An undefeated record, that #1 seed on the line, and a reminder, loser of the series could potentially be the #3 seed if Omega, the team in that 3rd seed, currently wins their match this week. A good chance they could overpass the next team there as Meatman off the back wall. Will get that dunk. Meatman still chasing it. Now in the midfield, Duber's got that one. Here comes Hands. Gonna put it on. Duber's got that too. Lade, a shot is not in. It's saved by Waffles. Affinity Prospects just trying to get anything. The New Age Nova continue. Just stay staunch. Stay annoying in that midfield. They're being really annoying and just trying to get that ball through. is a no-nonsense kind of playstyle. They're not going to let Affinity Prospects get anything past them. As that's a hat-trick from Meatman. He just absolutely pickpocketed Bleed Fix on that one. And then as soon as he got it, immediately went for the shot. The touch and shoot, that seems to be Meatman's classic. And New Age Nova now just trying to one-up themselves from last game. They're currently in a position where they can do it as Meatman. Flip reset. Oh, he's put out the back wall. Does Late score this? Oh, he does. That was something else from Meatman. It's the Meatman show here. The flip reset to the back wall. Have you ever seen that before? I haven't seen that in Riptide Cup. What a play from Meatman. Sets up that shot perfectly, and I mean, that's just going to encapsulate this series for them. New Age Nova brought the offense, brought the aggression. No questions about it. They're going to take this on a sweep. They're your #1 seeds coming out of Group C. And after season 6-1, taking down the undefeated Affinity Prospects here in this last week in a 3-0. New Age Nova with a massive win here in the final week of the regular season. Affinity Prospects 6-0, undefeated no more. Now they are 6-1, and that sweep loss means that, again, there's a good chance that they could fall as that #3 seed if Omega Nebula win their match this week, which is something that they are expected to do so. What a series, what a result. New Age Nova will take that one. I know chat didn't expect it. I wasn't expecting it to be this dominant from them. Reminds me a lot of Season 1. Remember Tommy Bucket's Season 1? What was it? Like, it was Olivet versus, like, I think it was Volition. #1 seed versus #2 seed, and all of it swept. This feels a lot like this. Just absolute domination from one team over the other. It was simply just one team controlling the other. It was a big playstyle difference, and boy, that was a quicker series than I'm sure most people could have expected coming out of this one, but it does happen here. Again, the last time I remember seeing these guys on Chaos team, last time we saw Meatman was not actually even in LOS Season 2. That was a different roster. It was last season of Splash Series on Chaos when they were in Riptide Week 3. That was also, I think, the last time we got to see Flip Sliderson on a team. Hands was on that team as well at one point. Again, if I were to calculate... Again, we will get an interview with these guys. Again, I know they are very patient about it, but I want to give you guys some fun little stats, because, again, it's been a while since we've seen these guys, and yet they've always been this dominant, it feels. You know, that was May 17th, 2023. How many days since May 27th? How many days has it been since May 17th? 146 days. Before that, we had Blade. Actually, he was on the Nets of Chaos team doing the Skyward Series. I know he was on a team after it, though. He was on the Strikers of Chaos team. And Hands was on the team for Blackline. Last time we saw him was May 9th, earlier that month. Of course, again, we want to talk about Lade, who... We want to talk about Lade. We've had him on the stream a couple times before. And that was for Strikers of Chaos Cobra, I believe. Last time we saw them was, I believe, for LOS. Let me find that matchup for you all. Oh yeah, that's right. He had a different captain. He had Shenanigans as his captain. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do an advanced Twitter search. One sec. I know I can find that out for you. But again, what a result that was. Again, the last time we had him on the stream was May 24th. He's actually the player who's been on the stream the most recent. And yet, it's been a while, but they are still just as aggressive as I remember them. Again, You'll be joining Lamira for an interview. Congratulations on your win here tonight here. Hands laid, Meatman. It's been about 150 days since I've last seen you guys, but you're still as aggressive as ever. You are also now the #1 seed coming out of your group. Congratulations. Hands, I need to hear from you as the captain. How does it feel to be able to take down the undefeated side in getting that #1 seed?
Well, I will say that this is what I've been wanting since I've seen Affinity Prospects beat Omega Nebula. We dropped that game against Omega Nebula, which obviously we're looking forward to getting a second try on that. But been wanting this matchup since that happened. Been looking forward to it. I knew that a couple weeks ago, me and this team, we took some strides, really changed our game, and I knew we were going to be ready for this match. We went in the game plan, which was play our game. We did that, and I feel like the results speak for it.
Well, yeah, the result definitely does. A 3-0 sweep in the final week of the regular season late. I need to ask you, did you guys expect that result? I mean, nobody expected this to be a sweep for either of these teams, especially not you guys being the underdogs. Did you expect this late as being one of the players on Nova who did get that sweep?
I mean, we have exponentially gotten better with our communication. So I can say, like, leading up to the past couple weeks, we have felt exceptionally in shape, and we were not worried for a minute. Like, we knew we were the underdogs, and to us, it was just another game. It wasn't exactly something that any of us were really sweating, except for when Kyle went AFK.
Yeah, I was gonna mention, yeah, game 3 Hands, you did go AFK.
Well, right like 15 minutes before match time, my dog chewed up my Ethernet cord. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's fun. Now that
yeah, so I had to hop off Ethernet. I went to the
the
wireless
dog got paid off
connection.
here by Affinity Prospects. If it sounds, no, I'm joking.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
the
hope.
dog did his homework.
Yeah,
I mean, if he's gonna buy his own treats this week, that's fine.
Yeah, Affinity was in. No, I'm joking. Affinity was not in cahoots with the dog, but even so, again, what a sweep. And obviously, Meatman coming in, being someone who's been on the stream. You've had a very storied history on this stream. You've been on Knights of Chaos for the longest time. I believe this is the first time we've seen you on a team not under Knights of Chaos. Tell me about New Age Gaming. Tell me about the kind of, again, you're a long-time Knights of Chaos player. You're always a teammate for Mayhem throughout almost the entirety until that final season for Knights in LOS. Other than that, again, you have been on this roster for forever. You have known these guys for a really long time. You're teammates with both Lade and Hands at points in the Knights of Chaos history. Now, kind of being on a New Org with these guys as teammates, you got to tell me just kind of this weird situation of having to, transition from being a Knights of Chaos player to being a New Age player.
Well, I mean, I've always kind of just gone with the flow, and this is just kind of where everybody migrated to, and we had just given an opportunity for once to have us as a group, like all of us here have met in person, so we all know each other's faces. So like this is one of the big things we really wanted to accomplish in our Rocket League career, was to have a team put together by ourselves. So New Age helped us out with that. I'm very grateful for them guys. So it's just like a second home to us. It's definitely been a journey, I could tell you that.
Well, it has been quite the journey as well, and obviously now you guys are #1 seed. And while sure, technically that doesn't really matter because you have to play in the first round anyways against a team coming, the team that comes through that's tiebreakers. Those 6 seeds all have a tiebreaker. I believe out of that, the top team in those tiebreakers will be playing against you guys. So again, very favorable matchup, but like the playoffs are starting next week, and I know Dimes, you're here as well. I know you didn't get to play that match, but even though you talk about us, I know you guys have probably some preparations for the playoffs. What do you got, Dimes? What are you guys going to do to kind of continue to perfect the style to make sure that you don't lose like you did during the regular season to Omega Nebula, to make sure that you can go a perfect 4-0 in the playoffs and take home the championship? Because you guys are one of the favorites, one of the front runners to do it.
For my idea, we didn't start with our starting team against them. I was playing 3 games, and we ended up losing. Or it was a reverse sweep. But I think with these three guys here as a starting team, we'll be definitely much better off. I think we were having, there's people were moving. We've had problems, like everybody's doing something. We're all busy with our own lives on top of Rocket League.
Again, you guys are going to continue to perform, continue to do what you're doing. This does still feel, I mean, even though you guys want to do work, it still feels like that Nets Chaos roster with just all of this aggression. from you guys. I mean, you guys have kind of made a name for yourself for being kind of the team to watch when it comes to how to play aggression correctly. And you guys did it here. A real sweep of Affinity prospects from that aggression. Congratulations on your win. But before you go, we'll go and we'll quickly do some shoutouts. We'll start with Dimes. We'll go down the line. So any shoutouts here for any of you guys? Any last messages? Anything you want to say to the chat? The time is yours. We'll start with Dimes.
I'm just gonna say, let's go Blood Wolf. Let's go all everybody from New Age. These guys are awesome.
We'll now move on to Meatman. Is there anything you want to add to that?
Well, I could tell you for certain, Blood Wolf over here is like, shaking his boots like, oh my god. So,
If any of you are wondering, Bloodwolf was on the Knights of Chaos org way in the past, back on Knights of Chaos Crimson, I think, when I first met this org. So yeah, I can see why he'd be cheering for you guys.
I mean, just a shout out to everybody really that's been watching us. I know one person in particular, Matt Maximus. He's been around, kind of watching our games, and I've talked to him every once in a while. So shout out to him for kind of just being there supporting us as well.
Yeah, of course, of course, Matt Maximus, who was the captain of Strikers of Chaos last season in the Surge Cup. Of course, that's a fun callback. Haven't actually seen Matt in a while. Hopefully we'll get to see more of him in Spy Series soon, obviously. We'll follow this up with Lade. Is there anything you want to add to that as well, Lade? Any shoutouts, anything you want to say?
Honestly, just to the guys who are running the org for us, like Bearded, Bloodwolf, Grizz, even Unreal Acid did a really good job trying to get our last game publicized for all the new age people to come support. So I don't think any of it would be possible without the guys at the top running everything, keeping it smooth for us. Have a couple people that if you are watching, hello to any friends that decided to join. But besides that, that's all I really got.
Also, hello, Matt. I see you in chat. Matt's in chat. There he is. Hello, Matt. How you doing? Haven't seen Matt in a very long time. Obviously. And now we'll end with Hans as the captain. Is there anything you want to say, Hans? Kind of close this long anything out? A field sweep over Affinity prospects. Is there anything that maybe your teammates missed? Maybe you want to reiterate? Is there anything you want to say?
Really, I guess what I want to say is, I definitely want to thank New Age for, before this season, obviously, we were known as other things, and before this season, or moving into this season, New Age took us in. Definitely didn't have to, and they chose to, and I'm very appreciative of that. I want to make sure they know that. I also want to thank Tommy and the staff that he has working with him on the Rocket League Splash series. It's a great league to be able to be a part of. I definitely love sniping the stat center and all those things. It's a great environment. I want to thank you for definitely, you're one of our favorite casters, and we definitely try to aim for having you cast our games. And so I'm glad you were here for that. And finally, I want to thank this team here. Can't really, as far as wanting to do this without them, it's the drive isn't there as much. Being able to do it with people that we come from different areas, different places in the country, and we've met up and we spent time together, and that's can't replace that. And just want to thank them.
Well, again, congratulations on your win here, New Age Nova. Definitely deserved against Affinity prospects. Good luck in the playoffs. Hopefully, I'll get to catch more of you guys because all those matches are best of 7. It's going to be quite a wild time. Again, hopefully, I'll see you guys there. Good luck when the round of 15 matches do start.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course, have a great night.
You too.
See ya.
That was Hands, Lade, Meatman, and Dimes there of New Age Nova, who just, again, took down Affinity prospects in a sweep. A matchup I did not expect here out of them, and yet here we are, living in that kind of reality. What a series it was. Of course, though, if you take a look at our schedule, we have another match coming up very soon. It's going to be Florida Atlantic Owls versus Temple Owls. Yes, I know they both are named Owls. These are both going to be Collegiate rosters, so that'll be a fun one as well. They've got their own league coming up. I'll explain it all to you very, very soon, but for now, we'll be off to a quick break, and I'll see you guys very, very soon when we are back and ready. See you guys after this break. And yes, we're back already for more. Welcome back, everybody, to the Sportiest stream. Nice to see you all. If you already forgot who I am, first of all, I'm a little sad. Second of all, I'm Sporty FC. Nice to see you all coming in here tonight. So yes, we have found ourselves in a collegiate match between Florida Atlantic University Owls and Temple Owls. Yes, they're both named after owls. And yes, I do know that. It's a little confusing. I won't be calling them Team Owl, obviously. But we can confirm here again who the rosters are again. FAU, Florida Atlantic, and Temple University. Here are our rosters for tonight again. We'll be getting things kind of sorted out, and hopefully we'll get a this match started as soon as possible. But yes, it is an owl-on-owl matchup, which is always fun here, as they are all in a group here, part of the Collegiate Conference Series, American Athletic Conference East, Season 1. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. We've actually got confirmation Temple is apparently 1-0. So, let's fix that. Apparently they just won against somebody else, so let's fix that. There we go. Good timing. Oh, they just beat ECU, actually, in a sweep. Temple's already 1-0 this season. They actually played their Week 2 match today, which is interesting, but can't happen as... That's fine, as, yeah, we just got we got confirmation from Nation. As again, we'll be getting things started. There you go, just updated it all for you, so that should be good enough. Again, this will be a best of 5 matchup. FAU, Temple. Interesting matchup to say the very least. These so far though this season, I think actually for the league itself, we've only had sweeps, which is interesting. But again, yeah, these teams are in a 5-team group. They have 5 weeks, and they will be playing 5 matchups. Sorry, it's a 6-team group. 6 teams in a group. We'll be playing 5 matches, 1 per week, obviously, against these teams. In the top 4 of each group, which there are 2 groups of 6, top 4 will go to a single elimination playoff bracket to find the winner of the Collegiate Conference Series. Again, these teams are part of the Eastern Group, along with Charlotte, UAB, or University of Alberta, I believe, East Carolina, and South Florida. Yeah, this is only, again, what is technically week 1, obviously, though, of course, Temple have already gone and played their week 2 match, which is impressive from them. And they've already, again, that matchup was updated, about 30 minutes ago. So they had their match about 30 minutes ago. So that means that, yeah, they're trying to do 2 matches today, and if they just swept their last opponent, which is East Carolina, who did lose their first match of the season to UAB, we'll see again how they do here against FAU, who have not played yet this season. Yeah, this should be... I think this is decently high level. I don't remember exactly what rank these guys are, but I can recognize these players. And again, knowing that Nation is... If you guys know who Nation is... Same guy who runs both... He's the CEO, as he calls himself, of the Blackline Championship Series. He's the guy... He's the main guy who's running that kind of stuff. He's also He's also a commissioner for the Finality League, which we just saw a match from yesterday. And that will be a league you'll be seeing a lot more of me in the future. Again, he is also one of the guys running the Collegiate tournament. Again, it'll be Florida Atlantic University, Temple University in this one here. Prediction pool is live, but if we take a look at our schedule, I'll tell you about another sweep that we saw earlier today. That was New Age Noah taking down Affinity Academy in a sweep. Yes, Esther, we also again had another sweep with Trifecta. Again, that was for the Finale League. Trifecta swept Road to Glory. And we've had some interesting matches. We've had a lot of sweeps recently in these best of 5s. And this league, again, with all of its matches having been sweeps so far, we'll see if that stays the same way. As Temple have already joined. It's going to be Collegiate, MJ, and Dougie Fresh. That is their starting roster. For Florida Atlantic, I think I heard from Hammy Crackers, who's their captain, It's going to be him. Mitra damage on that one here tonight. Again, this should be an interesting matchup, to say the least. So again, these are some pretty solid teams overall. Again, make your predictions as well. There's still a little time left to do so. Actually, there's a good amount of time. You got about 6 minutes. Vote on who you think will take it here between FAU or Temple. As actually, we're very close. We're closing into that 1,800 follower mark. We're getting closer and closer to 2K. We'll see how. We'll see when we get there, because we'll definitely be hitting it soon on this pace. But for now, again, we're about ready to get this kind of series started. We're just waiting on FAU to join. And as soon as they're here, we'll be good to go. We'll get a series underway. Again, this is a best of 5, so just gotta win 3 games to, you know, get yourself going. For Temple, again, already off of 1 win earlier against East Carolina, I believe it was. So again, having just beat East Carolina, now again they you know, they had that momentum with them too. Sure, it was, you know, about 30. It was a little over 3 minutes ago when they submitted all the results, but hey, that's still momentum. They can ride off of that win and see if that will carry them here against FAU. But well, we'll have to see about that. Again, FAU should be joining at any moment. Again, we'll give them a little extra time if we need to. I'm sure that they are just, you know, getting some warm-ups going. Yeah, I'm assuming their master will be Handicrafter's damage and Mitra. Here for, again, the Collegiate matchup. We've seen a good amount of college teams on this stream, especially for Blackline related matches, obviously with Nation being commissioner. It's pretty, this is, you know, this league, and it has a lot of similar format issues. What? There's no issues in this format. This format's a good format. There's similar formats. I'm tired, I guess. Similar format to the Finale League. A lot of teams that are, I think, at the levels that you'd see in Blackline. A lot of Collegiate teams in that Blackline Championship Series. We haven't really seen a Collegiate matchup where it's college versus college. So hey, there's a first, and these are also colleges I haven't seen before. Colleges that you might recognize would be University of Alberta. They're known as the Alberta ESA. That's a college that's been on this stream before. The first one that comes to my mind, they have a ton of teams as well, so. Hey, again, we get to see a college-on-college matchup, as again, Temple are 1-0, having swept East Carolina. Again, from the looks of the replays, it was a pretty one-sided sweep as well. It was a 3-2, a 3-1, and a 6-2. And this was... It was and looks pretty confident from them in that matchup. And again, looking to continue that kind of confidence going in here as we do have Handicrafter's damage and Mitra having joined in. I think we're ready for a best of 5 here. Again, good luck to these teams. We've got a Collegiate match here on the Sportia stream. FAU, Florida Atlantic, Owls on the blue, Temple on the orange. Temple having just won earlier today, looking to try to make their season record 2-0. Florida Atlantic, their first outing here. And again, this is a Collegiate match in Florida Atlantic. Oh, he's trying to look for one! Saved by Ducky Fresh, who has kept it to the corner. Temple, they've already realized this is going to be a tougher match on their last one as nobody back, everybody committed. Handicrafters will say thank you very much. Florida Atlantic with the first strike as Hammer with a great dunk. He'll leave it there for Handicrafters, and Temple really went all in on that challenge. Won't work here for them, and well, they're going to have to get used to this one because there's going to be a much tougher opponent than their last one. At least by the looks of it, it will be. Off the sidewall. MJ. Damage with a stop. As Dougie Fresh trying to get that 50. Does get through one. Here comes Mitra. Up the ceiling. Flip reset. No way! Oh my goodness, Mitra! Oh, that was insane! Mitra just makes it look easy! And that was an incredible strike! Florida Atlantic. I mean, they're just going to continue. That's kind of striking. Mitra, what you could, I guess, call a style play. And FAU, just looking to keep that possession. Temple need to start getting some offense. This is not looking too favorable for them with FAU continuing to advance. Flip reset from Hammy, and MJ, he got a touch on it, but it won't be enough. And it's a third goal for Florida Atlantic inside the first minute of the first game. And this could be a one-sided matchup if it doesn't turn around soon. We could be seeing another sweep in progress. As we keep on going, we'll see just when Temple can score, if they can. It's Collegiate. That one's hit by Hammy Crackers. Almost a chance for them to strike right back, but FAU will block that one. And now they got the 50. Going towards the net. MJ and Dougie Fresh with a pinch. We'll go all the way down the field. Damage on no boost. Will let Hammy Crackers try to find Mitra. One touch. It's Dougie Fresh who will get to it quickly. FAU are just going to continue this kind of pressure. Really catching Temple on all these rotational mistakes that where Temple are playing really close to each other off these side walls. And FAU have not made that the same mistake. They're doing well to draw out Temple to these side walls, make them go for it, and then, you know, strike in that midfield where Temple isn't. His damage with the pinch. Mitra gonna jump for it, looking downfield for damage. That's a good redirect. It's hit the crossbar, it's hit the post, and it will stay out. Here comes Temple back to the way. Flick from MJ. Now in there. Mitra. High touch. Dougie Fresh trying to send it back. Damage. Dunked by MJ. Here comes Hammy Crackers. And will go to the corner. FAU just continue to keep their shutouts. They're not trying to let Temple get anything on them as a miss. Mitra! Saved by Dougie Fresh as Temple have picked up on defense. They've done well to transition more. It still isn't enough to take down FAU. They still don't have that, you know, imposing pressure that you see from a lot of these teams when they are playing extremely strong. And you can see FAU, they still have that kind of pressure. They still have that stance. They still have that positioning where they are confident in what they're doing. They are willing to take more risks, especially with them in such a strong lead. Here comes MJ. In the midfield, Hammy Crackers with the demo. Bump in front of that. That ball is slowly rolling towards, but FAU will keep it out. Again, 2 minutes left in game one, and FAU just continue to challenge, continue. Just push Temple back more and more as Mitra. But he get through MJ. FAU, I mean, they're starting to kind of get a little bit annoyed at this game. They haven't been able to score ever since that first minute. Since then, Temple have had chances to get one on the board. Chances that could have gone their way had they just made a few slight adjustments. We are still just struggling to get themselves another goal in this game. Sure, 3 goals is going to be enough to win at this point, but being able to show that they can score at any point will be helpful as, oh, Hammy Crackers with that flip reset fake. Oh, that's goal number 4, and it comes at a great time. Hammy Crackers flip reset, uses that wave dash to get a lot of power on it, and he pitches it over Dougie Fresh. At this point, is there anything that FAU can't do? I'd love to know. Now, though, they're just playing their style. They're doing it very well. You can tell that skill-wise, team play-wise, FAU are working a lot better with each other. Oh, as Mitra, now great touch there. Damage off the corner. Mitra will get back to it. FAU, while they have had some issues in this backfield, it hasn't been too many alarms for them. Can try to keep Temple away from scoring. Mitra now in the midfield. Damage wants it, but MJ's got that save. Here they come. Shot from Hammy Crackers to the back wall. Collegiate will get there. And Collegiate hasn't been mentioned all that much. He's been very quiet. But being a captain kind of speaks to Temple, to how Temple's playing. They're really quiet just as a unit. Collegiate specifically, I've been surprised not to not really talk about him more, but it's because he hasn't been there as Dougie Fresh, saved by Hammy Crackers, as Temple is not been having a great time on the boost on offense. Here's a challenge. Dougie Fresh, that could go in. It will go in from Dougie Fresh. Temple Owls, that's their first of the series. It comes just off of a really heavy touch on Hammy Crackers that MJ will have no problem going for. And Temple, well, they've got at least a goal in this game. They're not out of it. Not out of it by a long shot. As Temple's trying to go again. Time, though, will slowly tick away for this team. As FAU, yeah, they're going to let this game end at this point. Happy to see this one. Gonna hit the ground. They'll take game one with it. And FAU, I mean, it was a dominant start in this series. No questions about it. They looked like the way better team. Unless something changes, it's going to be a really, really tough approach here. And again, that is game one. FAU, again, as I said, very strong performance. 4-1 is going to make me happy with. I mean, just look at the shots themselves. 11-3. Yeah, they didn't have too many issues getting themselves on that offense. But we'll have to see if maybe this kind of reset going to game two can make allow them to make some adjustments. Here we go. Getting them in the lobby for another round of action. It's game two. Who's got it in them? Who's got the play to, you know, let this series be theirs? For now, FAU have taken control, but we're going to see if they can continue that. The question really is at FAU's doorstep. As Hammy Crackers, saved by MJ. Now damage off the corner. MJ will be putting on it. No boost though for the Temple player, and somehow they've been able to dish out a pass to Collegiate. That redirect, damage will clear. Here comes Mitra. Through the back wall, no boost left, but a shot. Oh, he's missed it from damage. That could have been goal number one. FAU will still be searching. Mitra trying to get the dunk on Dougie Fresh. But we'll go out for damage of MJ! I mean, she's been running on low boost this game for a while. Not too surprising to see it finally go against them here. You play defense for that long, at some point it's going to go against you. And it is FAU who scored first. Now, off the kickoff damage, gonna make it two. Double commit from two players from Temple. But they're able to still push up anyways, as FAU gave him a lot of space. Collegiate, fake! But he couldn't get it sneaking through Hammy Crackers as, oh, now a team bump, Dougie Fresh. It's by Hammy Crackers too. Here comes MJ. Clear from Mitra, Collegiate. That's off the back wall, damage. They'll find Hammy Crackers and maybe a chance to shoot. Flip reset, my goodness, Hammy Crackers got a lot of power on that one. But their play will not work. FAU, while they are still up by one, having, again, much more difficulties actually getting themselves into offense, getting chance on offense. I think I was like, all players jumped to that one there from both sides of the field. Somehow nobody scored off of it. Is Dougie Fresh good? 50 on the line and in! And Temple have somehow snuck that one past FAU. They're not giving up at this point. They have been able to put in chances. Dougie, and damage needed to get more power on that 50. Really didn't get anything on that one. When you can't get a 50, you really leave it to a difficult situation. Here we go again. A tie game though. Meaning that, again, both these teams gonna bet a stalemate. Hammy though, dribble, trying to get over both. He's got the beat, damage to shoot! Saved by Dougie Fresh, who uses the crossbar as a little bit of help. He's able to get to the ball, but still it's FAU. Infield pass, the follow-up! Collegiate is there! But it's still being FAU. Hammy Crackers finds Mitra. That one, Dougie Fresh has it, but a heavy touch means that it will be Dougie who has to catch up to it. Going to the back wall, Mitra gets past two as Temple. Another double commits in an awkward situation. And at this point, who has it? Who wants it? Mitra, saved by Collegiate as Temple again stands strong on defense. So many shots that they've kept out, and Collegiate specifically has sat back a lot further than their teammates. As reset attempts from Hammy Crackers trying to find that pass outward. FAU realizing teamwork, trying to get passes and shots from it. They just Haven't been able to get the one that has worked, though. As Mitra, backflip. MJ has got there, but Mitra again, it's in front of the net. Polio demoed by damage. And Temple get the ball back. Here comes Dougie. Dougie Fresh, it's still not good enough, though. And the more they try, the more they will continue to struggle here out of Temple. And really, it is FAU. You have the better chance, but it's still so even. Oh, there's a miss there. Here comes Colio, beat by Mitra. Hammercat goes off the back wall. Do they have another touch? They do, but MJ's got the block. And Temple are holding down the fort exceptionally well. As FAU just cannot put that one necessary shot in. We'll have been able to keep them out on any that have been on target. It's Hammy Crackers. Another flip reset. Has the fake, the flick. Hammy Crackers pass two. Trying to get past the wall! And it's Hammy Crackers! At a 1v3 Junction! And it's FAU who will take the lead. It's Hammy. Flip reset fake. Uses the flip. Then gets the pop. Nobody can stop him on Temple. And just like that, FAU are still, bringing in the offense. They couldn't get the goal for a long time. They finally will, and it comes at a great moment. There's now an infield pass. Dougie Fresh out to the corner. Now infield damage. Across. Hammy Crackers off the back corner. Second touch. Oh, I thought he got a piece on that, but he did not. And FAU will just look to try to waste time, but MJ, dribble, pass them all, wait a second! It's MJ who's found space! And that touch from Mitra just did not set themselves up very well. That sets you up for failure when you pass it to MJ like that. That's such an easy control for them. And then they just get a really nice dribble past two players. Mitra gave MJ that space. Temple will utilize it perfectly. And we're back to a tied game. Neither team can truly get it as MJ tripped off that back wall. Won't be able to get to it in time. Who knows if FAU knew that MJ was on that back wall or not. Oh, there's a miss there from Dougie Fresh. Mitra trying to put a quick one on. And another save there from Colio, who's had to make a couple of those this game. Now Hammy Crackers. MJ's got the clear. Damage. Waiting on Mitra. Hammy Crackers. Chance. That one's blocked by Colio. And here's another chance. Damage. Mitra. Ooh, he tried to control it there. That might not have been the right decision. It does stay up. Pinch from MJ. Here comes Mitra. That's lobbed in front of the net and a chance at zero. Oh, but they've missed it. They've missed it completely. That was open for Temple. That could have been game 2. And now we get overtime. Florida Atlantic University on offense. There's a chance. It's gone just wide. And they're waiting. That waiting won't help them. All the way back they go. It's been a very tense back and forth game. Who's got it to take the win? And FAU had so much offense in game 1. They still have that offense. Now in game 2! As a bullet to the top left corner. Mitra puts this one away for FAU Owls. Game 2 is theirs. And now match point is theirs. 130 kilometers per hour. And yes, FAU had more offense. They really did make it close for them, though. A couple mistakes let this series get away from them at times. And just look at the shots. 12-6. They doubled the shots of Temple. And yet their defensive errors did sometimes cost them. Here we go, going into game 3. A potential sweep for FAU. All they need is one more game. I mean, they've really made it close that last time. They're hoping that this one will be a little more like game 1, a little more one-sided, a little more of their kind of game. But they're able to keep control. We'll see if that is what happens, though, as here we go. Again, Temple won early today in a sweep. Now, potential that they could lose in a sweep as FAU. They started their season, and they just are in so much control at this point. Hammy Crackers with that flick gets past that last defender right off the kickoff. Only needed 4 seconds for FAU Owls to get that first strike. Florida Atlantic. 1 goal already. Temple trying to make the response, but here comes Amy. Back for FAU. Gets that one. Gets past Collegiate. Now it's open. He's missed damage. Couldn't put it on. Maybe a follow-up shot. It won't be there in time. Being sent back is FAU as MJ's got it. The pinch. Mitra. Oh, they missed it completely. Dougie fresh off the back wall. Here comes Collegiate. Oh, that second touch will actually not help him at all. Temple will have to reset from that corner, from that midfield. Here comes Mitra. Off the side wall. Second touch from Mitra. Collegiate. Hammy Crackers will find damage. FAU. MJ will get to it, but their touch can only do so much. As here comes another one in field. Mitra. Stopped by Collegiate, who I think made maybe 5 saves last game. I think Collegiate made 5 saves last game. Not too surprising to see them in that backfield again here for Temple in game 3, but they're still searching. But here comes damage in the midfield. Dougie Fresh will look for MJ, but it's cut off by Hammy Crackers. Now again, FAU on offense. They're still just not able to hit the target. They're getting time. They're getting the pressure. They're getting the passes. They're just not getting the shots. That is what's separating them from, having this game being instead of 1 goal difference, so to being a lot worse. As here comes damage again. Infield option is Mitra. Look for it himself. And off the corner. Here comes Mitra. And that will finish it up there. FAU Owls have now doubled their lead to 2. At first shot, I thought it was a bit of a selfish play there from Damage to go for it. They had Mitra in the midfield waiting. It will still work for them, but that could have, again, been worse had they, had they not been able to get the chance to shoot there in the first place. As Hammy Crackers, flip reset. They'll have to leave it for Mitra, as I don't think Hammy actually did get that flip. Another clear from Temple. Damage. Inch from MJ. MJ kind of... really, MJ and Collegiate kind of remind me of the players that are like... They're really pushing for it. Even Dougie Fresh is pushing for it. Again, all these Temple players... You can tell they are trying their hardest to take this down this FAU side, but FAU definitely has their number. As Mitra was trying to go for that corner pinch. Won't get it now. The play in midfield. Mitra. Catch up to it. Again off the sidewall. FAU on no boost. Mitra still got to it. But that was scary, being the only player back, having her teammate having been deleted off the field. A scary save to make. As Hammy Crackers. Dougie Fresh. Around the corner. Mitra trying to get the challenge. Dougie will get around that one. Now a team pinch. That one being launched down the field. And that got Hammy Crackers awkward. He did not like that touch. But it won't be too much of an issue here for FAU. They're still keeping it out as in comes MJ. Clear from damage. Dougie Fresh. Gonna get that touch. Can only get around 1 as Mitra's got it here. Gonna get the dunk on Collegiate. Does. FAU trying to just race after it, but they won't get the ball easily here against Temple. Although that whiff will give them an opportunity, but it was fleeting. Collegiate will clear. In fact, actually, Collegiate's done a little better than that. They got the dribble. But look at this from them. An infield pass, Hammy Crackers to damage. Everybody from FAU are up for that one, though, and they've got to get back quickly. Hammy Crackers. We have flip resets. Refresh will stop it. Collegiate finds MJ. Dunk from damage. That will go off the back wall. There comes a second touch. Dougie Fresh will flick it out. Tammy, second touch. Collegiate off the corner. Here comes Mitra. Mitra. Gonna get past multiple players. Temple in front. They'll get that block with that positioning. We have been focusing on MJ a lot in that one. Some, again, really good rotations from Temple. Again, just like their last couple games, they've been able to really slow things down here from Florida Atlantic. In the, near the end of this game. Unfortunately for them, though, for Temple, their offense has been, well, let's just say it's been less than substantial. As time's running out for the side, they've got to start aggressing more and more. They've got to start pushing up more and more. They've got to start taking more risks, as Florida Atlantic have no problem playing this kind of way. They know it will waste off a lot of that time, enough time for them to win the series. Seriously plays the back wall. Damage. And that's an overcommit from Florida Atlantic, but again, they recover so quickly. And Temple is left on low boost. They really don't have much of a choice, but that pass will be what they can do. And it's MJ waiting at the corner who will strike. 10 seconds left for Temple, and there's still time left for them. They've got to make this kickoff count. Will they fake it? Will they try to lose it? Will they try to win it? They go for a relatively simple kickoff, and it just won't work for them. Dougie Fresh to the back wall. Mitra gets the bump on him. Coliol. And here comes a back touch from Hammy Crackers. Looking for a second touch. Won't happen there as MJ doesn't get the good touch there. And Temple will see this one. Oh, it won't actually hit the ground initially. Hammy Crackers willing to keep it alive here for FAU. He's got the dribble to Mitra. What they want, one more goal here from FAU Owls. Damage off the corner. Hammy Crackers getting bumped. MJ dribble. Damage. Cannot get it, but it won't matter. It will hit the ground. Florida Atlantic Owls will win the series in a sweep. A 3-0 from them. And really, while these games did seem close at times, you could tell FAU had control. Definitely knew what they were talking about. In a 3-0, they start off their season well. Meaning we've just had a second sweep of the night here. And a quick night to say the least, but definitely deserved from FAU. That game one was incredible, but they kind of got themselves more used to it, and as Temple specifically stepped up that pressure. Yeah, not too surprising to see it get closer. Even still, the overall quality from FAU definitely allowed them to just be strong. As we will get an interview with FAU. They did say they would like to have one, so we'll definitely make sure we can get it for them here. As again, what a matchup, what a result from FAU. They'll be happy with it here for the Collegiate Conference Series. Again, it's only week one. They've got a few more matches to go, and there are some pretty strong teams in this league. They will have to be careful. I mean, Charlotte 49ers and University of Alberta both had wins this first week, and even Temple had a win in this first week. Obviously, they did sweep them. As joining me here is Hammy Crackers. Congratulations on your win. FAU will start off their season perfectly with a 3-0 sweep. How are you feeling after that matchup?
Pretty good. I mean, we came in confident, expecting to win, and we played our game and got the job done. But they did put up a good fight, so it was a good series.
Yeah, I was going to mention that fight. I mean, game one, they didn't really do much. They kind of rolled over, let you guys take that control. But game two, game three, that was different. Game two went to overtime. You guys had some issues in those last two games. Can you tell me about kind of the changes that Temple made and how you guys kind of were able to step up to them?
They definitely got, I could tell they're a little bit uncomfortable game one, and then game two and game three, they were getting more into their play style. They're trying to get aggressive. I noticed a lot of them were sticking up field, looking for demos, playing for redirects, and it was just kind of like a annoyance for us having to, always be aware of a player, in our half. So once we were able to, deal with that, it was a lot easier, but it definitely made things harder for us after game one.
Yeah, again, you guys mentioned it very well. Again, it's just strong aggression. You guys sweep them. Obviously, though, this is again the start of the Collegiate Conference Series, your first ever match. I mean, how does it feel kind of playing in this league with so many other teams? I know for a lot of Collegiate teams, it can be tough to find leagues with other Collegiate teams. How does it feel to have one right here for you guys, where you play against other teams that are, wanting to win it just as badly as you guys do?
I mean, it's great. It's great competition, good practice for us. We could always use, more matches, more teams, more experience, and it's fun to be here, be able to get the opportunity to play, and get as much practice, competition in as we can. It's great, happy to be here.
Yeah, and of course, I don't want to keep you for long, but I do want to ask for you. I mean, can you just took down Temple, but there are three. I keep thinking there's 5 teams in your league. There's 6. There are 4 other teams here as well. There's Charlotte 49ers, University of Alberta Blazers, East Carolina Pirates, and South Florida Bulls. Of those 4 other teams, which of them do you think will be scary? You have to play all of them at during the season, but is there any one of them that you kind of want to talk about specifically? Is there anyone that kind of scares you more than the others?
Definitely South Florida. I mean, we've played them a bunch in the past. We play them all the time, scrim them a decent amount, and it goes both ways sometimes. But I think it'll be a fun matchup. A little bit of a rivalry, Florida Atlantic versus South Florida, but It should be a close one. I think they're gonna be a fun team to play. It's gonna be a good matchup, but hopefully we can take them down.
And actually, that'll be your last match of the season as well. Is against the South Florida side, the other Florida team in this back row again. Congratulations on your win, a 3-0 sweep. Before you go though, any shoutouts, anything you want to say here to kind of end off your incredible night?
Go check out my Twitter at HammyCrackers. But yeah, no, that's all I got. Really, I appreciate you having us here, having us on stream. Thank you for the interview, and look forward to playing sometime soon again. Thank you.
Well, again, congratulations on your win. Have an amazing rest of your night there, Hammy Crackers.
Thank you.
That was Hammy Crackers there of Florida Atlantic University Owls, a 3-0 sweep over Temple Owls. They'll be the better owl tonight, I guess. Again, congratulations to them and to all the teams that, again, a big shout out to all the teams that played today again. With both our matches having been sweeps. We just saw FAU sweep Temple, and we also saw earlier New Age Nova sweep Affinity Prospect. So, well, that's what you'll get to see tonight again. Congratulations to the teams that won tonight. Again, thank you to everybody who joined in, or to all of you who came out to support. Thank you for joining the Sporty stream. I'm Sporty FC, your caster for tonight. There'll be more matches later on in the week, I promise. And you'll get to see them soon. Thank you all so much. Take care, be well, and I'll see you very soon.